Hi everyone, it's HandwrittenWhimsy and I'm back with another video. Today I am making a gift for my friend and I thought I would just come on and show you all the little things that I gave her. So here I'm choosing a stamp that I think she'd like, and I chose some flower ones, and I'm using my handy dandy little stamp helper. I don't remember what this is called, but it's very useful because you can put your stamps down on the paper and then place them exactly how you want them to be once they have the ink on them. And then you use that and it picks up the stamps, keeps them nice and snug and in place, and then you just add your ink. My problem with this is that I need a better ink pad that doesn't have, I shouldn't say better, I need an ink pad where the actual foam rises above the lip, because this one doesn't do so good at getting the stamps fully covered in ink. So one day I'll get another ink pad, but this does well enough for now. So I got those flower stamps on the paper. Now I'm choosing some other stamps that I want to add, seeing how they would fit. And I'm sticking with a nature theme, so I added some suns, and I like the way the stamps look when they have different levels of ink on them. So some of them are a little more faded, and then some of them are fully inked up, and I kind of like the variety there. So I've got the suns, and I'm going to add a few more things. So next I'm adding some stars. And then I'm just writing something on the bottom there. I wrote "There's beauty all around." And now I'm using my corner punch to round the corners. And then here I'm making a literary quote card. So I'm writing down a quote from The Secret Garden, which is one of my favorite books. And my friend also likes to garden, so it seemed fitting. Then I'm just choosing which colors I want to add to the literary quote, and I use a scrap paper to see how the markers show up on whatever paper I'm writing with. So that's what I'm doing here. It's just testing out how the colors actually look. Then I drew some little raindrops in the wind in different colors. Then I am once again doing my corner punch. That time it was with a different corner than the first thing I did. And I used this little bubble mailer when I think I might run off the edge of a paper, just so I don't get ink on a surface I don't want to get ink on. Then I made that bookmark earlier, so I wanted to give her one of those bookmarks. And now I am starting work on a collage. This is the first bit. I'm using my metal stamps to stamp the word create. And then I have my scrap papers, just tearing them down, and I am getting to gluing the collage. collages because it's hard to make a mistake. You kind of just do what you want to do, rip papers, put them down, and you end up getting something that looks pretty cool. And I like that all the little scraps of paper that you have at the end can be used for other collages. So I like that you don't have to waste things when you make collages. And I'm using my bubble mailer because I was gluing and I didn't want to get glue on my glass top. So there's the thing I stamped earlier with the metal stamps, and I'm just lining it in black to make it pop a little bit more on the collage, and then seeing how it looks and placing it down. And I wanted to make a flower card, a pressed flower card for her. So I chose a paper that I thought had a pretty design. And now I'm looking through one of my open packs of pressed flowers and choosing ones that I think she'll like. Then I'm going to cut the paper down to size. And here I'm scoring it to get a crisp crease. I'm just using the bone folder to press it down a bit more, cutting off the excess. And then I've got my washi tape, and I'm going to add some to the crease just to make it a little bit more decorative. And here I'm placing the first flower, and I'm marking where I want to put the glue dots. So here I'm just putting the glue dots where I put the pencil, and then placing the flower on the glue dots and pressing it down. And I wanted there to be some division between the flaps of the book, so I decided to add a little bit of separation with this pretty kind of lacy paper. And I'm using my bubble mailer again just to protect my glass top. For the second flower, because it's roughly just a circle, I didn't bother making marks with the pencil to help me place the glue dots. I just made a circle and put the flower down. And there was a little bit that kept sticking up on the flower that didn't have the glue dot under it, so I used my glue pen to kind of secure that down. And then there it is. There's the little booklet, little pressed flower card. And then this scroll, this mini scroll, I'd made a few days prior, and it was actually my first attempt at a mini scroll, and it came out pretty good. And so I decided I should add it to this little gift. So I'm just decorating some of the corners with stamps. And then I am going to write a passage from Jane Austen. Because my friend likes Jane Austen. And in all fairness, I was getting a little tired, and I actually wanted this scroll to look a little bit fancier and neater and more decorative, but I was getting kind of tired, so I just wrote the quote. I didn't add very much decoration to the page, but I think it still came out okay. So, and now I'm just wrapping it up with the twine. All those things need somewhere to live, so I'm gonna make a little envelope, a little pocket for all the little goodies I made for her. So I chose some paper that I thought was pretty, and I'm cutting it down to size, once again using my bubble mailer to protect my glass top. And then I saw this paper in my stash too and thought it looked nice. So this is kind of the sides of the envelope. Just doing some rough measurements. And this was my first time using this border punch, and I should have practiced before I went straight to work, because it took me 2 stamps to figure out exactly how it worked. But I decided that I would just cut those little tabs away, and I think it still turned out looking okay, even though I did make a mistake. And now I'm ready to put everything in the little envelope. So these are all the things I made. And there it is, all done. Thanks for watching.